Yes everyone, what's going on? I thought I'd jump on the clickbait video hype today and do a little video on how I basically got into shape. Back again in my sister's room, by the way, which has been my fucking place of permanent residence for the past 3 months. I'll just start off. Basically, I'm just gonna do a fucking timeline of how I went from like fat as fuck to fit as fuck, which I wouldn't say I'm like in the best shape right now, because I came back from holiday like a month ago now, and I just thought, you know, I'll like kind of gain some weight, because I've literally been in this deficit for about 7 to 8 months. Like I started in January. After that I was literally I was like, yeah, I don't know if I can just keep this going, do you know what I mean? Like, you can stay in pretty good shape, but to be in the very, very low percentages of body fat, it is quite hard. So the reference point of the end of when I was in like my best shape will be about a month ago. So yeah, I'm gonna do a timeline, and then I'm just gonna explain the things I sort of learn, and then the advice that I'd sort of give, and just my experience in general, to be fair, because I feel like that can help a lot of people, and I could have done with it, definitely. I could have probably been in a much better situation than I am now, and probably wouldn't have had to work nearly as hard. So yeah, I felt there's some misconceptions when you first lose weight that everyone has, and it's just better to get them out of the way. So what I'm going to do is show a few photos and just like go through stuff. I'll start off with a timeline and go through my experience. Right, this type of video is actually like fucking very different to what I usually do. So there's probably going to be a lot of cutouts. I usually just fucking go with the flow and just go through, but I think that'll make the video about 40 minutes long. Right, so we're just going to start off naturally with like the oldest slash sort of fattest photo, like here. I wasn't actually that fat. This is when I first started like properly going to the gym, and then just like fucking lifting weights and that. Because when I used to go before, what we used to basically do is go there, do a few sets of shoulders, and then go get fucking scrum, because I was a fat little bastard. I think this was when I was in like year 10, so about 2015. Not really much shape there, to be fair. I'm looking quite broad, I think, but yeah, you can't really tell that I've got like the sort of genetics there. I think at this stage, obviously, you don't really care because you're young, and I mean, you do get called fucking fat, but who cares? Like, I didn't care at all. I just thought it was funny. Time went on, and then I was just going to the gym. I was going to the gym, and then I started sort of taking it a bit more seriously. And this was in year 11. I would train a lot more, probably about 3 times, 4 times a week. I would also eat a lot more, because I thought that I would need that because I'm going to the gym, which was true to an extent, because I was in a surplus, definitely. So I was building muscle, even though it just looked like I was getting fatter. So this next photo, yeah, this is in year 11, about 2016, about around the end of it. I think this is one of the fattest, like most overweight states I've been in. I remember thinking this was quite good. I actually sent this to my friend who was like in phenomenal shape, Mo. You probably know him from my other vids. Basically, like he was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what are you sending me? And I was like, don't you think I look pretty good? I mean, my biceps look quite good, yeah. So yeah, fucking that's a plus. That's what I've always had, sort of decent biceps. But as you can see, the body fat level here is like easily over 20-25%. In the background, I was building muscle because I was going to the gym. And if you're in a surplus and you are training 3 times a week, you are probably going to gain a little bit of muscle no matter what you're doing. But I wasn't on like a strict regimen or routine, yeah. Like, I was just going there and just doing whatever. A bonus photo as well, yeah. Which is basically fucking little tricep pose, which I also thought I looked amazing on. I sent this to my friend again. He said I look like an old man, and then I was like, yeah, cool.
He can handle himself up.
Why are you doing monkey swings, dickhead?
And this
Jeez, you can't even barely do it, man.
Year 10, to be fair. This is one from year 10, where I was just fucking doing pull-ups, and everyone was just like laughing at me, like, you can't even do one pull-up. Look, I just look like fucking disgusting, man. And what actually changed was, I sort of like got fucking caught by my parents doing some stuff, and then they grounded me basically, and was like, you can't fucking go out, this and that. And then I was like, you know what I'm gonna do is like start fucking training. Like, I've got nothing else to do, so I'm just gonna start going to the gym every day. Right, so this is like the stage. So this is like the summer of year 11 and like the end of year 11. So it's when I actually stopped school. Like I said, I was training like now maybe 4 or 5 times a week. I was losing a lot of fat here, and obviously people would say to me, I think this is what motivated me, is like when I first started, I was going out and people was like, oh, you're looking a lot skinnier. And you know, obviously when you see progress and you see people saying to you that you look skinnier and stuff, then it really does motivate you. So I just wanted to keep going and going. But I pretty much lost the belly. I'm looking a lot more defined. Like, starting to see a bit of like a bicep vein, and that's part of my genetics. So what I was doing here in terms of training, I think I was doing this sort of a bro split, like chest, back, and a bit of arms. I was also doing legs, actually. I started doing legs, and I was doing like a sort of HIIT workout on my leg days. In terms of my diet here, I was just, basically, I was under the misconception that you just had to eat protein and no carbs. So if I saw anything with carbs, I wouldn't eat it. I was pretty much eating eggs, chicken, steak, and just no carbs, really. This is what I mean. This is where sort of you go wrong, because you start to obsess like badly over food, and that's not what you should be doing. I think I was in this stage for a while, and then I got to college, and then this is where I like took it to the next level, and yeah, just started eating good and just increasing my training frequency, which I think helped a lot, because obviously you just burn more calories and that. This is where I'm looking pretty good. Like, this is where I started looking really good. Definition everywhere, shoulders popping out, biceps popping out. After this, we just started getting more and more fucking ripped. I just basically got addicted to being ripped, man. It's first time I started seeing abs, I was just like, if anyone knows what it's like to see abs for the first time, it's just like fucking crack, man. It's like a fucking crack pipe. You just want to keep going and going, just chasing that high. But back photo, yeah, I was just looking fucking cut, man. I think this is the lowest I weighed. Yeah, it was like 68 kilo, like literally ridiculously low for my fucking weight, for my height, which is like 5'11". It was getting to like below 70 kilo, and I remember seeing like 69 for the first time. I was absolutely fucking buzzing. But I didn't realise I looked like pure shit. Probably had zero testosterone, because you know, like fucking had no body fat. I was always in a deficit. I was training about 5 times a week, but like this is when I started taking up running, and then also I learned about intermittent fasting. Bad combination, especially for someone like me who sort of obsesses over stuff like this. Is that, well, back then I would so this is what I'd do. I would literally, I'd fast. I have college and shit. I'd just fucking sit around everyone eating food. I'd fast for about 20 hours. Get home about 6 o'clock. Go for a 10k every single day. Like the days I'd be training. After that 10k, I would walk to gym with my friend, do my fucking full session, 5 or 6 exercises, 3 to 4 sets of each. Then get my mum to pick me up, come home about 10 o'clock, then I'd eat. So I do about 25 hour fast every day. Whilst also probably burning like thousands of calories, which was just, you probably know what happened after this. Basically fucking crashed after, God knows how long it was, 5 or 6 months. Like I generally did this consistently for that long. After that, I think I had a little injury in my knee because I was just fucking running too much, so I had to stop. Like I had to train fasted. I could not eat before going to gym. Right, so we got to summer 2017, which was literally a key point of my fucking physique. I think this is just a little bit behind of what sort of shape I got into this year. I was just like, you know what, I've got a bit skinnier. I want to start bulking, but it wasn't like fucking teenager dirty bulk. This was like a calculated fucking super clean 6 days a week, and then 1 day a week of just massive cheat day. Literally would just have like rice, chicken, rice, steak, rice, mince, pasta, mince. I didn't know how to fucking cook. After about a year and 7 months, got back to college, and you know what, I finally got fucking bored of it. I finally got bored of fucking grinding, man, because I was going so hard and just like, it just wasn't ideal. It's just not something you can maintain at all. This came the stage of me just getting back to fucking being fat, basically. Not fat, but just not being that much in shape. So this is like me in college. You can just see that like I just don't look that good. Like I just don't look that great. Like fucking abs are gone and that. I was going to gym, but like I was training pretty consistently, to be fair. Not as much, I'd say, but I was just, the main thing was diet. I was just sick of fucking dieting, and I'm a fat fucking cunt. Like I just love eating, so yeah, I was just spending about £10 a day on food, plus getting my college meals in and just getting fat, mate, loving life. So yeah, I was just doing stupid things like fasting and just trying different random shit, like just not being consistent. I mean, that sort of age where you're having fun, man, and like it's just not ideal to be just going gym all the time. 2021 is where I sort of got back into really good shape, because I had so much free time. So you can just see this is my last year of uni, and you can just see how fucking, like, I'm looking really good here. Like, I won't lie, this was probably the third best shape I've ever been in my life. I was looking fucking huge. I was training like twice a day, 3 times a week, boxing and doing abs and fucking literally killing myself off doing weights like 6 times, 5 times a week. I got in pretty good shape here, and then you can probably tell what happened. Got fucking finished uni, got a job, man. Got fat again. So yeah, something clicked and I was just like, you know what, I've had enough of this, I want to get fucking ripped again. 2021 came, I went back to my old diet, clean 6 days a week and cheating 1 day a week, which actually really worked for me, because I started eating different foods and now I know how to cook and stuff like that. I was eating like protein pancakes and like chicken and rice, but nice chicken and rice. This is me in, damn, it was April, looking shredded as fuck. Yeah, so just pretty much started getting back into shape, doing my boxing 3 days a week, and 2 days a week I'd go to gym, and I wasn't killing myself off. I was just eating clean, eating nice, doing my cheat days, looking pretty much one of the best shapes I've ever been in. Just not quite 2017 yet, which was the problem. So obviously I was still chasing that 2017 high. I was getting real annoyed here because the abs were coming back and I was like, fuck, I fucked it. And then finally we get to our B fair. This is the best shape I've ever been in. And yeah, so this is where we were about a month ago, looking fucking shredded and just fucking good shape, man. Best shape of my life. I think I beat 2017 just by a hair. So yeah, I finally got what I wanted. And yeah, this is so the thing is, like, I'm not in the shape now, like I said. It's really hard shape to maintain. For some people it's really easy. For me, I'm naturally sort of an endomorph, and I do gain weight pretty easily, so I feel like I'm better off in a little bit of a higher body fat. I still look quite good, but it's just really hard to keep it this low for me because I just have to starve myself. And yeah, now I pretty much know what to do to stay in shape, which is what I want to share with you guys. So I want to get on to my mistakes next. Right, mistake number 1, I'll definitely say that would be relying on fasting. This is the first thing that I sort of adopted into my diet, and it's the first thing that worked because I was fasting, and like I thought the reason it worked was because of fasting, but it was because I was eating less calories than I was burning. So fasting can be a really good tool. I still do use it. Like, I do fast for 12 to 14 hours a day because it does help me. I don't even get hungry in the morning, that's the thing. It can help save some calories earlier in the day. Like, people say at breakfast is really important, but it just really depends, honestly, on your preference. And if you really do feel good having breakfast, have it, but you don't have to force yourself to have it. Like, I don't really have breakfast much now. Same thing goes for any sort of fad diet, where it's not like, I was going to say keto, that's not really a fad. It's just any like stupid little hacks that people give you for dieting. They just don't work, man. It's just all about calories in, calories out. So what you should be doing is eating most of your food like from just good sources, and then the rest of it can just, you know, you can just add a little 100 calories from a chocolate bar there, or 200 calories if you can fit it in. There's no problem with that at all. It's really not going to affect your progress. Maybe if you're I don't know, if you're competing for Olympia, you maybe cut that out. But yeah, if you're just trying to get some fucking sick shredded Insta pics, man, just leave that shit out. Just relax, man. Next mistake is overtraining. Now this is huge. A lot of people don't get it, especially if you've got sort of a mindset where you find it hard to stop, or you just love training, man. It can be hard, and you might feel lazy for not doing it or whatever, but what you actually need to let your body recover, and you can't overtrain. You're also going to get burnt out, which means that you're probably going to stop training. Not all added, like that's what happened to me. I was training absolutely 110% every day for about 6 months, doing these 10Ks and then runs at the gym after. Like, it's just, you know, it's not viable going in and doing 2-hour workouts. If you can get a workout in 45 minutes, why are you doing a 2-hour workout? Most of my workouts now are 45 minutes. if they're in the gym, and I'm doing an hour and a half of boxing, but that's also the warm-up and everything like that. So I don't really spend too long in the gym, I don't need to, and guess what, I'm in the best shape of my life, so there's clearly a correlation there. Yeah, just enjoy training, man. Don't burn yourself out, because that's just going to lead to probably getting fucking in bad shape at one point. Another thing is restricting yourself too much, eating too clean. Chicken and rice every day is not the one. Like, it's just not the one. Work on the calories in and calories out. That is just the main principle. Try to throw in a snack here and there. Try to treat yourself. Have your cheat days, have your cheat meals, because if you don't, then you are just gonna stop, and then you are just probably gonna end up on a big binge and just fuck off your diet, fuck off your training or whatever, start feeling shit about yourself. And that's just not the way you want to go. You want to be able to have something that you can maintain, not something that you can maintain for a week and then fuck it off for 2, because think about it, you're just one step backwards, and you're just going to keep going back and back. So yeah, you need something you can maintain. Mistake number 4 was not switching up my training. Unless you are a bodybuilder and that is what you're going for, I feel like the best way to train is sort of in a hybrid style, where you're doing another sport, or for example running alongside gym, because then that way you don't get bored. If one day you think, I don't want to fucking lift weights anymore, you know what you do? You go out for a run, you go boxing. That's how it is for me. That's how I personally maintain, because I couldn't see myself going to the gym every day. It just sort of would bore me, do you know what I mean? I love stimulus, and yeah, boxing definitely provides that, especially like sparring and stuff. It's always different, man. Like, for example, if you are a football player, make sure you don't give up football just to go to gym, because like that is what you enjoy, and just keep that on the side. That's a way of getting yourself in shape. Mistake number 5 is actually focusing too much on a number on a scale, which it's a cliche, you probably hear this off everyone, but it's so true, especially for me when I was trying to get under that 70 kilo for literally no reason. I already looked amazing. I could have probably looked better at 72 kilo if I just added a bit of muscle, but I thought that if I get to 68, I was going to be some fucking superhuman, man. So because there's so many different components, there's water levels. My water levels fluctuate like fuck, honestly. I'm so bad for it. Body fat, bone density, just everything like that. There's just different aspects to it. So just focus on how we look, and do not focus on the number on the scale. So just want to finish off here with just giving a little bit of advice to you lot, if you are sort of in a position I was in, where I was out of shape. This more applies to like people who are overweight and underweight, because I've never really had experience with being underweight. For people who are overweight and they're struggling, the first thing I'd do is sort of make up a plan of what you're going to do, and then execute that plan. So what that plan should usually consist of is a training plan, and then you should also have a diet plan. You don't have to have a strict diet plan to start with, just start making cleaner choices every day. That's how you can start, because if you try and rush into it, then once again you're going to probably fail, because you're going to go too hard. Just start off with making healthier choices, cutting out the sugars, the bad sugars anyway, fizzy drinks, all the things like that. Like your sugary breakfast cereals, switch them out, things like that, just little things every day. And once you start to feel a bit more ready, then go into it. Do not go head on into the weight loss process, because it is really easy. It is really easy to lose weight fast, but it is also really easy to put it back on if you've done it in that way. If you go down gradually, there's a much higher chance that you're going to stay there. Do not overtrain. Just keep it simple at first. I don't know, go by a plan. There's a lot of videos on YouTube on how to train, things like that. There's also my plan, which is coming out soon. That'll be more details will follow, but yeah, you know, self-promotion there. Finally, it's just relax, man. If you've just started your journey, like, it's going to be a long journey. You've got to know that. Don't be focused on the result. Be more focused on the steps to get in there, because that's the best thing you can do. The result will come if you are focused on the steps. Yes, it's just slow and steady wins the race, really. Just relax, and yeah, it'll all come. Just do everything right, and learn from your mistakes, and just please take my advice, because I've been there and I've done the stupid fucking things. And yeah, I just hope everyone enjoyed this video. I mean, I don't usually do videos like this, but I feel like I can get better at doing them, and I would like to do them. I would like to give advice out to people. So yeah, if you enjoyed the vid, just drop me a like, drop me a subscribe, and yeah, check out the other vids as well. Right, nice one everyone. See you, spoon.